Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am uploading a video after a gap of almost 2 years. So I have been getting a lot of messages on my LinkedIn, on my Instagram, mostly from the freshers, mostly from people who want to make a career transition into data science, into artificial intelligence, into generative AI. So while I understand that right now, the internet is flooded with the content of how to become a data scientist, how to become an AI engineer. So there is a lot of content that is already available, and I personally feel that people are actually confused on of what to study, what to skip. There is so much information available. So while I am not going to make a content for you guys, but what I will be doing is I'll be giving you a roadmap on what to study and what not to study to become a data scientist, to apply for data analyst jobs, to apply for AI engineering jobs. So I won't bore you by creating a lengthy video of say 1 hour, 2 hour at stretch and giving you a complete roadmap. So let's do it in parts. So in this particular part one of the series, so I'll be mostly talking about the broader skills that you must have irrespective of the domain you are going to apply in. If you want to become a data scientist in banking, financial, insurance, if you want to become a data scientist in manufacturing, in healthcare, in entertainment media, so there are these three essential skills at a very broader level. So number one is your fundamentals of statistics and mathematics, right? So this is very important because at the end of the day you're dealing with numbers, right? So you should understand that what these numbers are, how are they represented in computers, how algorithms deal with these particular numbers. So to get that mindset, it's very important for you guys to understand the basics of mathematics. So see guys, we don't want to become a mathematician, we don't want to become statisticians, so we don't want to take a deeper dive into how the mathematics works. But it's always good to understand if you're talking about a particular algorithm, say random forest, say decision trees. Don't worry if these terms don't make sense to you right now, but whenever you're talking about these algorithms, you should understand what these algorithms mean, how are they actually working in the backend. So a bit of exercise in mathematics and statistics is involved, and trust me, it's not that difficult because we are not going to create something from scratch. We just need to understand the applied part of these mathematics and statistics. So that is number one. Number two is your programming knowledge. Again, when I say programming, most of the people have this fear because I have been, like I said, I've been getting messages, people who want to make a transition into data science. Now they say that we are not from coding background, we are not from technology background, but we still want to make a career into data science. Is that possible? Yes, guys, it's possible. But the only thing is that you need to understand a bit structure of these programming applied part of it, I would say. See, personally, I came from a mechanical engineering background, right? So I did not have a strong hold on data structure, strong hold on algorithms. But eventually, once you know that this is the target that you want to achieve, so eventually there is a bit of a hard work that you need to do in order to get there, right? So when we talk about data science, when we talk about AI, so right now Python is being used across across these sectors. There are other programming languages that are coming up, they are coming in, they have their own benefits. But I would suggest to get your hands on Python. And when I say Python, Python is a very broad language, right? So now if you will go, there are two ways to now to learn for Python. One is you're learning Python from scratch. Another is that you are basically trying to leverage the libraries that are already created. So you're just learning Python for data science, you're learning Python for AI. So there are, if you do a search in Coursera, in Udemy, you can find Python courses like Zero to Hero, wherein they will be talking about Python as a whole. But there are courses that are specifically designed for data science. They are specifically designed for AI. Like you will see Python for AI, Python for data science. So I'll talk about these courses. I'll suggest some of the courses that I have personally done. I've completed those courses, and I think that these courses are a good point to start. So that is number two. So number one, just reiterating, number one is your mathematical skills, your statistics. Number two is your programming. Number three is visualization and storytelling. Right. So you are a data scientist. What you're expected is to create machine learning models, or if you're working as a data analyst, you're responsible for the entire data manipulation, creating dashboards. Now when I say creating dashboards, again, there are lots of tools to do that. Maybe you can use Tableau, you can use Power BI, or if you're using AWS, you can use AWS QuickSight. So we'll talk about these tools. You don't need to remember each and everything. But the point that I'm trying to tell you guys is, at a broader level, storytelling is also very, very important. So it's an old saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words. So you are crunching the entire data into one picture. So now we'll be separately talking about what this picture is, what those charts are. But you need to explain what these insights are that you have derived out of the data. So storytelling is again a very, very important skill when you're talking about a career into data science and AI. So overall, like I said, mathematics, statistics, programming, and storytelling. So now the question is, where to begin? Where do we start? If you're talking about statistics, so statistics itself is a very, very broad field. People are actually doing a 2-year master's in statistics. People are doing PhD in statistics. So how do we start? Where is the starting point? Where to end? Right? So how deep do we want to go into statistics? So that's a personal choice. I mean, it totally depends upon what kind of role are you interested in. How deep do you want to go into statistics? Whether you want to go deeper into time series, you want to go deeper into forecasting. So that's again, like I said, we will cover each and everything into the subsequent part of our of this series. So, what I would suggest is the best point to get started is a Coursera program by Stanford University. You can easily find it on Coursera. It's Introduction to Statistics. It has, the link is in the description below. So Introduction to Statistics will give you a good starting point to understand what measures of central tendency is, what hypothesis testing is. So all those things will become very, very clear. So, and just please, if you are not able to understand, repeat the video, just augment it with the additional reading, do a Google search, just write, if you are watching a video on measures of central tendency, just augment that information, do a Google search, read a bit of articles about what mean is, what variance is, what the use cases are, how they are used in data science. So you will come across a different use cases. So that is number one. Number two, parallelly to begin, I would suggest you to go for Python for data science. Again, the link is in the description. Just go through this course. Just try to understand what Python is, why Python is used for data science when there are plenty of languages out there. Right, just try to understand the basic data structures, just try to understand how to create functions, how to call libraries, which library to use for visualization, which library to use for machine learning, which library to use for say data cleaning. So all of these things will eventually one day start making sense to you. You will be able to connect the dots. So as a part of as a part of the series, in the very first video, I'm not telling you to go through number of courses. So just two things, just add it to your list. Number one is the Introduction to Statistics from Stanford University, but that is not the only thing that you should do. Like I said, augment it, supplement it with the other additional reading that is available on internet. And number two is Python for data science. Just go through this course. It's very good. And in the second part of the series, we'll take a deeper dive into what additional skills you need to have. For example, what kind of database knowledge you should have, how will you learn SQL or NoSQL databases. We'll talk about them in our subsequent sessions. So best of luck, guys. It is going to be a good journey. So just try to learn these skills slowly, steadily. There is no it's not a race. You're not in a say 100-meter or 200-meter race. It's a marathon. So take your time, Go slow, and one day eventually you will find your dream job in your dream company. Thank you so much.